Hello everyone, it's Abrilia and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you another information about how shippers select container carriers. Previous video I explained number 1 until number 5. Now I will continue the explanation number 6. MQC schemes and rebates. This factor assumes greater importance, especially for bigger shippers, who control considerable volumes and hence are considered to possess the prime potential for carriers to gain the sizable volume over a more extended period and ensure regular flow of cargo and revenue. Carriers often offer lower rates in the return for a particular minimum quantity commitment, or MQC. The rates typically depend on the quality committed. The higher the volumes committed, the lower the rates. Rebates are offered to shippers to incentivize them to ship more cargo with the carrier. Rebates are based on slabs and corresponding amounts offered as rebates. The rebates are generally per tail and depend on the annual volume contracted to the carrier. The difference between MQC-linked lower rates and rebates is that the formers are guaranteed rates offered upfront to the shipper and recorded in the contractual agreement between the shipper and the carrier. The latter is determined by the quantity or number of containers the shipper ships in that particular year. The rebate amount and applicable payouts are determined after the contract is over. More prominent shippers can save considerable amounts from their transport costs by leveraging their volumes to negotiate lower rates and sizable rebates. And then number 7, transit times. While the transit times factor has been rendered somewhat secondary by the phenomenon of commoditization, there still exist certain situations where transit times are deemed essential. When it is high value river cargo, the shipper would want the shipment to reach the destination as fast as possible, so that he can sell it more quickly, earn revenue and realize his dues earlier and ensure high turnover. Also, the reduced turn times decrease the risk of damage, pilferage, and etc. Likewise, as happens with fast-moving or time-sensitive goods, such as high-fashion clothing and garments or seasonal clothing, their shelf-life is relatively short, and it is imperative that the cargo arrives in time and as planned, failing which the shipper could potentially be facing lower sales and revenue losses besides reducing in margins. Companies have recently attempted to balance the demand for commoditized services with the need for premium services by adding a certain number of premium services, guaranteeing faster turn times. These services are offered on high-volume corridors to be utilized by shippers of high-volume or time-sensitive cargo. This typically happens in North-South trades or Trans-Pacific. The vessels used for the premium or faster services are usually smaller than the average size of all ships plying that particular trade. There usually exists an inverse correlation between transit times and freight rates. Carriers with a slower service often offer a lower rate to entire shippers to book with them, while those offering faster services charge a premium. The commoditization of the container shipping industry means that the premium commanded for faster services has been steadily declining and is modest at best. However, it still exists, leaving the shipper to evaluate whether the monetary benefit of getting the cargo shipped faster is worth more than the incremental freight costs. And the number 8, historical schedule reliability levels. Sailing schedule reliability is the primary drivers or overall supply chain reliability. Given the international nature and inherent complexity in the shipping industry, as also the numerous extraneous and non-controllable factors that can adversely impact sailing schedules, carriers always make it a point to highlight that the transit times in published sailing schedules are indicative or tentative and subject to change without prior notice. Supply chain disruptions can drive up not just freight rates but the overall TCO as well, as was seen in the post-COVID pandemic period when the widespread disruptions led to an unprecedented spike in freight rates. The implication for the exporter are that their supply chains and consequently their business will suffer if carriers' schedule reliability displays extreme variability or if transit times are prolonged to the point of being unpredictable. It is therefore essential for shippers to refer to historical schedule reliability levels for each carrier before selections. Data related to aggregate carrier-wide schedule reliability for each trade lane can be obtained from market research and market intelligence agencies which offer such services. And then the next is number 9. Availability of equipment. After vessels, the biggest capex items for carriers is containers, which they must procure in varying sizes and types to cater to diverse business requirements. The most common size of the container is the 40 feet, followed by the 20 feet and then the other types such as 45. In terms of container type, the most common type is the dry container, followed by the river container and then particular equipment types such as flat racks, open tops, tank containers, and etc. Carriers should ensure that their container equipment pool comprises the right mix of container types and size, designed to optimally serve the trades they cater to and product verticals they focus on. Larger carriers have the money to buy more containers of varying dimension and hence are at advantage vis-a-vis smaller competitors. From the exporter's perspective, this translates into ready availability of equipment, whether the equipment will be available when his cargo is prepared and available for export. So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this channel. See you in the next video and bye-bye.